Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, to do another video for my October-a-thon, I figured I would do a top 5 horror flicks I would recommend for Halloween. It's going to be a top 5 from like creature features or whatever else, from the type of movies I would usually talk about, the low budget features that are very obscure that hardly anyone would know about. Well, that's fine, since that's the type of thing we'll usually watch anyway and review. There's gonna be no particular order really, and they can be from any horror genre, any director from any time, as long as it's old and low budget and fairly obscure, then it's good enough to be on this list, I guess you can say. Yeah, these films are pretty cool in their own way, of course, obviously. But yeah, they'll be in no real order, like, at all. So, okay, with that being said, let's just get into it, shall we? So, mixing up a little bit. Variety is the spice of life, as they would say. Making at number 5 is The Blood on Satan's Claw. So, yeah, this one is centered around in this 17th century England where there's these children of this village, and let's just say that they have slowly been converted into this cauldron of Satan worshippers, where things do become rather crazy, I guess you would say. So yeah, this one is a pretty wild one, I guess you would say, folks, because uh, yeah, he's not nowhere near where he'd be like super comfortable, like super happy-go-lucky or anything like that. No. So yeah, this definitely is one of those movies that I've watched a few times before, folks, and I don't mind recommending it because it's not too bad. No. Mega number 4, Scared to Death. So yeah, this one is pretty crazy in its own little way. It centers around that where this dead woman has been, I guess you can say, killed or whatnot from a stab in the morgue. Yeah, it tells the story, bizarre tale of how she got there through a maze of murder involving this individual and some other people, and there's also a mysterious figure in green mask. So yeah, let's just say things that do give it a bizarre. Well, that's a horror flick, so it's of course it's gonna be a little weird, but yeah, of course. And yeah, I don't mind a tad of oddness when it comes to these movies. The weirder, the better. As far as I'm concerned, that's perfectly fine. So, yeah. We got number 3, Attack of the Crab Monsters. We get to see that there's this group of scientists who travel to this remote island to study the side effects of these nuclear weapon tests. Well, let's just say that things do become rather interesting, so to speak, because things just continue to get more bizarre as the story will progress. But yeah, this is something I would recommend because I like the idea of what's going on here, and it definitely has its own charm. Definitely has the 1950s creature feature feel to it, which I liked quite a bit actually. But yeah, that's definitely something, folks. It has its own charm. Of course, it's not the glorious thing or place thing ever made, but hey, that's fine to me He doesn't have to. Well, anyway, Mega number 2 is, yep, the Japanese edition of this film, of course. So this one centers around the idea that one of the baby monsters gets kidnapped, even though they were told not to bother it. But of course, the human characters don't listen, and as a result, let's just say the mommy and puppy monster goes looking out for their child. And yes, of course, as you may expect, there's going to be lots of destruction that follows and whatnot. This film gets a King Kong vibe from me. Not that I'm complaining, of course. But yeah, you can easily tell where they got some of their inspiration from. And, which is fine, I guess. But still, this was pretty good, folks. Not a whole lot of people are talking about this one, really. This is definitely one of the more obscure entries when it comes to the kaiju genre. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. It's pretty cool in its own little way. Yes, sir. Alright, making it number 1, The Crawling Eye, which pretty much centers around the idea that on this remote mountain resort in Switzerland, it's suddenly invaded by these horrifying creatures, and they like to go after humans, of course. And yeah, they have their own abilities, they're very strong and whatnot, and they have to be stopped in one way or another because they're causing havoc. And yeah, there are creatures that do kill, of course. They must be destroyed before things continue to get worse and worse and worse, which, yeah, of course, that does happen. But something out there does have to stop him permanently. And yeah, this was pretty wild. It's pretty odd in its own little way, but that's, of course, I don't mind that whatsoever, folks. No, sorry. So yeah, folks, I guess that would be it for this one. I know there's plenty more I could recommend because, like I said earlier, I would watch this type of movies all the time, and I would talk about these movies quite often, at least as often as I could anyway. But yeah, this is the type of thing, type of weird movies, I guess you can say I would often watch and whatnot, and I will continue to do so. And even though pretty much Halloween is basically over, I guess you can say, but I get to these types of movies later on, I guess, when I get a chance, and maybe they're trying to sneak in a Halloween-ish kind of a thing as time goes. Until then, I guess, on this channel. But I guess for the time being, I just trying to watch some of these. I'll review more later. Like I said, I'll get to more to these as soon as I can. I did review all the movies that are listed in this video. I did review them already, just so you know. But alright, folks. Like I said, I guess that'll be it for now. I just want to keep this fairly short or whatnot. There's plenty more, like I said, I could have brought up, but I don't want to just go for too long. Anyway, of course, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.